What if more than half of Americans were living with a neurological condition right now, and most of the burden was hidden in day-to-day disability rather than death?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, and today we're examining new data showing the true scale of neurological disorders in the United States and what you can do to support cellular energy so your brain and nervous system can function better.
I'm Alara Sky, and we'll break down the numbers, the economic impact, and practical steps you can take. Focused on mitochondrial health, gut repair, reducing electromagnetic field exposure, and limiting plastics, so you can act on this information immediately.
A major analysis from the American Academy of Neurology and the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation found that 54.2% of Americans, about 180.3 million people, live with at least one neurological disorder. The study drew on Global Burden of Disease 2021 data and showed these conditions now account for 16.6 million disability-adjusted life years, making them a leading driver of disability nationwide.
The range is wide. Tension-type headaches affect roughly 121.9 million people, migraines 57.7 million, and diabetic neuropathy 17.1 million. Stroke and Alzheimer's disease affect 3.9 and 3.3 million, respectively, and they contribute the most to overall disability and premature death. These are not minor inconveniences. Frequent headaches can disrupt sleep, concentration, and digestion, undermining quality of life.
Geography matters. Southern states such as Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana show the highest disability rates while the Northeast fares better. Looking back to 1990, prevalence barely shifted, down just 0.2%, but deaths fell 14.6%, while years lived with disability rose 9.8%. More people survive acute events like stroke, yet more live longer with complications.
That shift compounds burden as lifespans extend. With aging populations and exposure to industrial toxins that harm mitochondria, conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's increase, and disability accumulates. The message is clear. Longer life without cellular resilience leads to more years of impaired function, straining families and systems.
The economic picture is just as stark. A Lancet Public Health analysis estimated $1.7 trillion in direct global health spending on brain-related disorders in 2019. Neurological conditions accounted for about $894 billion. Mental health for roughly $830.3 billion. High-income countries drove 78% of spending, while representing less than 20% of global brain-related disability, revealing stark inequalities.
Stroke was the single most expensive condition, over $330 billion, followed by Alzheimer's and other dementias at $205 billion. Inpatient care dominated at 41.6% of costs. Spending peaks in older adults, ages 50 to 74, and rises again over 75 with long-term care for dementia and Parkinson's. Meanwhile, younger groups see high drug use and mood disorder costs, showing how burden spans the lifespan.
The through line linking many of these conditions is impaired mitochondrial function. When cellular energy production falters, driven by diet and environmental exposures, nervous system performance declines. Targeting mitochondrial health is a practical way to support neurological function, alongside access to appropriate clinical care.
Start by minimizing linoleic acid. Keep intake under 2 grams per day from all sources. Linoleic acid is concentrated in common vegetable oils used at home and in restaurants, including sunflower, soybean, canola, and corn oil. Reducing dining out helps you control exposure. To track intake precisely, you can use the Mercola Health Coach app and its seed oil sleuth feature.
Repairing gut health is the next step. Complex carbohydrates can nourish beneficial microbes, but if your gut is already compromised, adding them too fast can feed the wrong organisms. Aim for 250 grams of healthy carbohydrates daily, starting with whole fruits and white rice to supply fuel without overfeeding harmful bacteria. Then add root vegetables, legumes, and well-tolerated whole grains as you improve.
Reduce everyday electromagnetic field exposure. 2 simple actions make a difference. Turn off Wi-Fi when not in use and switch to wired Ethernet where you can. At night, power your phone off and use an analog alarm clock. Sleep is an ideal time to limit unnecessary connectivity so your nervous system can recover.
Cut your plastic exposure. Choose products sold in glass when possible and store food in glass containers. Look for plastic-free alternatives to common household items. Opt for reusable over single-use. Glass drink bottles, cloth grocery bags, handkerchiefs, cloth diapers, and non-disposable razors. Install a home water filtration system and bring refillable bottles when you're out.
Carry your own silverware and glass containers if you plan to eat outside the home. These small steps reduce contact with hormone-disrupting chemicals often found in plastics and help you build consistent routines that support long-term health.
These individual choices complement broader system-level needs identified by researchers: more funding for basic and translational science, streamlined drug approvals, and better access to neurological care and disability services. While policy shifts take time, your daily environment and diet are under your control.
If you're wondering where to begin, start with your kitchen. Remove vegetable oils like soybean, sunflower, safflower, canola, and corn oil. Replace them by planning meals that don't rely on fried restaurant foods. As you lower linoleic acid exposure, track your total grams so you stay below the 2-gram threshold each day.
As your gut tolerates it, build toward that 250-gram carbohydrate target methodically. Begin with whole fruits and white rice to fuel you without provoking imbalance. Then add in root vegetables, legumes, and finally the whole grains that you handle well. Advance stepwise rather than all at once so you can observe how you feel.
In the evening, set a simple EMF routine. Power down Wi-Fi, connect computers by Ethernet where feasible, and shut your phone off before bed. That one change sets the stage for calmer sleep and a lower exposure baseline every night without requiring new purchases.
Before your next grocery run, choose glass packaged options when available and pick up a few glass storage containers. Keep a refillable water bottle with you and bring your own utensils in a container if you expect leftovers when dining out. These are straightforward swaps you can repeat every week.
Here's your challenge. Over the next 7 days, keep linoleic acid under 2 grams daily while starting with whole fruit and white rice for your carbohydrate base. Turn off your Wi-Fi each night and power your phone off before sleep, and replace at least 3 routine plastic uses with glass or reusable alternatives.
Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.